my kitchen craft studio. So what we are going to be making today together is a stained glass lantern. So the supplies you're going to need are some kind of a jar, any kind of jar. You could do a baby food jar or a pasta sauce jar or a mason jar for canning. That's what I have. So you need a jar, you need some tissue paper, and I chose red and white because I remembered that Valentine's Day is coming in the next little while. So, but you can pick any colors you want. You need a paintbrush or one of those foamy brushes. And just a sec, I didn't bring it to my table, hold on. Okay, so, and you need some kind of a glue. I'm using this special glue called Mod Podge, but you can also use just any kind of white glue and mix it with a little bit of water in a dish, so it's a little bit runnier than usual white glue. So what you want to do is we're going to tear a bunch of pieces of tissue paper and just tear it, or you could even cut it if you want. Here, I'm not going to wreck a bunch of pieces, just in case I want to wrap a present later. So anyhow, tear some pieces of tissue paper into little pieces. And then you want to take your glue and paint the glue onto your jar like this. And then stick a piece of the tissue paper onto it. I don't like the way this one is hanging, so I'm going to pull it right off. So stick it onto your jar and do that with, and it doesn't matter if you get glue on top of the tissue paper, because at the end you're going to paint over the whole top with the glue anyways. And you can overlap more tissue paper on top of tissue paper you already have on there. So like so. So do that with your whole jar, overlapping tissue paper, and then I'm going to show you, I'm going to stop my video for a second just so that you don't have to watch me the whole time. Actually, I'm going to speed up the video and then that'll be fun. The whole jar is covered with tissue paper, all the sides, and then you put one final coat of glue over the whole jar, right over the top of all the tissue paper. And then you're going to need to, whoops, drop some on the floor. You're going to need to let it dry overnight. And believe it or not, I know it doesn't look so hot right now because it looks really dull with the glue on top, but by the time it dries, it's going to be shiny and clear, and it's going to look real pretty. So I am going to stop my video right now, and I'll pick it up tomorrow, and you can see how it looks, okay? And in the meantime, you might want to get together, after you've finished this part, you're going to want to find a tea light candle, so either a battery operated one like I have, or you could get a real one, a little candle that'll fit in your jar. And you might want to get some ribbon or something too to spiff it out. You could decorate it with some ribbon at the very end too to make it look really pretty. So let's wait till this dries and then we will BRB. Okay, bye. here we are. I've left our jar drying overnight, and it's all finished and shiny and has a hard coating, and it's ready for a candle. So I've chosen battery operated tea light, but you could use a real one or a battery operated one. But what you want to do is, I'm going to turn mine on and put it into your stained glass jar, and then look at the beautiful candle you've created. And you could tie your ribbon around the jar, the mouth of the jar, just to make it very decorative. And what I'm thinking is that you could put this on your bedside table, in your bedroom. If it were a battery operated candle, it would be safe to have that glowing at night while you're going to sleep. Or you could put it on your coffee table in your living room or your kitchen table. And be reminded that God created light and dark, and how beautiful it all both is. And we need both light and dark. Very often, I was thinking, and very often we associate darkness with evil or bad. And that has developed over centuries of time, long, long, long time ago. But what do you think you could do to bring light to our world, to counter darkness? Think about racism and the way people sometimes judge other people just based on where they come from or what their skin color is, or about stereotypes. Very often people today will put a certain kind of people into a box and say, all people with, for example, I'm just being silly, but all people with blonde hair aren't smart. So that's a stereotype. And that sort of brings darkness to the world. So I want you to maybe just, when you're looking at the light of your candle that you made, remember that God brought light and darkness to our world, and that we need both. But what could you do in our world today to counter darkness or evil? What could you do? So friends, I'm going to leave you with that. I hope you have lots of fun making your own lantern, stained glass lantern, and maybe send me a picture of them. I'd love to see what you've created. So talk to you soon. Bye-bye.